Okay, I have the Equinox and the Simplex here, both with the smallest coils, the smallest optional coils on each of these machines. I have a 4.5 gram gold, 14 karat gold ring, and I have about a 4 gram silver ring. And I'm gonna bury them next to the fence here, because usually the bigger rings sink a little bit deeper here. And I'm gonna dig this hole a little bit deeper here. I just did a test on a couple lighter gold rings, some smaller gold rings, but I'll go down here a little bit with it. I'll go to 4 inches. 4 inches deep, right? Test these coils out. Right next to the fence here. Hard spot to find jewelry, but there's a lot of jewelry, right? And I'll swing over with the Simplex. Probably gonna get a lot of EMI here. This is a silver ring. Full gain. That's field. I'll get a park one. Right, hits it pretty good. Yeah, a lot of EMI, but that's a Simplex for you. This gold ring, I'm gonna mute it here for a second. This gold ring, it read up 85 when it was in the hole, and it was about 8 inches deep. I was using my Amphibio with my 11-inch coil, and it was reading at 85. Once I pulled it out of the hole there, it read solid 24. So gold reads up a lot higher when it's in the ground there. Just something weird about gold. The 12 kilohertz machine is working really good on this gold right here, right? It's hitting it a long way out. This is just an air test. It's not really a depth test, right? And I'm gonna bury this. I'll actually go like this too. Multi-frequency. My gain's at 21. Go to 22 here. Look at how sensitive it is on the outside of the coil here. I'm hitting it that far away. On the edge of that coil there, right? And it reads solid the whole time. It reads solid the whole time. Solid tone and solid numbers. Solid 9. Or, let's get it back on my finger here. Solid 15. 8 inches away, 4 inches away, 2 inches away, 1 inch away. It reads really solid there, right? And I'll show you the numbers on the Simplex here. See how it's jumping around? I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the numbers on it, but the numbers just get super jumpy as you get on the outside of the coil there. See, it's so slow. The numbers are just super jumpy. They're just jumping from the 20s to 30s on the Simplex. And I'll just move this away from that machine here. I'll take this. I'll actually go like this. Oops. Oh man, I just screwed up. Let me go to accept and reject here, because I just pushed the wrong button here. Accept, reject. Go back up over here. Go back up over here. Accept those back into there, because I pushed the wrong button, right? Now I'll go back over to noise cancel and shut this thing up. Okay, now we're ready to go. Now I'll swing the silver ring over this. Very solid tone, very solid numbers on the Equinox. On the Simplex, that was not the case, right? Now I'll take this and bury it about 4 inches deep down there. Right there. I'll get my gloves on. I'll just turn that down. Oops. I'll have to re-noise cancel here. Go back into it. Drop my gain down so it can shut it up during this video. Okay, so here's the gold ring right here. And I'll just stick it out about 4 inches deep, right there. Right there. Pack it nice and tough there. Some wood there. Okay. Pack it down there. So the gold ring, silver ring. And we'll test it here. Let's see what we got. Get my gloves on here because it is cold. Bone chilling cold today. Okay, Simplex. Full gain, Park 1. Hitting it. It's not hitting it very good because I got this other machine on here. I'll just turn that machine off there. That's Park 1, full gain. This is Park 2, full gain. Look at that, just banging that thing out. Now there's that gold ring. And I'll even go up over here. I'm getting a target there. Even no matter what numbers they are, man, I dig those targets up. Now I'll go to now I'll go to field mode. Getting some 80s there, but mostly iron. Now I'll go next this fence here. I'll just go along this line here. Both detectors are going to hit this. I was kind of reluctant on the Simplex hitting it because it had such a big coil. But I'll turn this back on here. I'll re-ground balance it and put it in field mode too. And then I'll put it in 40 kilohertz and show you what it's all about, man. Okay. Noise cancel here, real quick. I'll go to different mode here. I'll go to Park 1. Raise my gain up here a little bit here. 23. I'm in 40 kilohertz. That's why it's not hitting it. Banging it, right? Next to the fence here, you're not gonna get really good signals. That's why I always dig them all out, because I have a huge chance of getting jewelry next to these fences here. The fences are sick, man. Too high with my gain here. Drop my gain down. And actually, I'll go like this. I'll just turn that machine off there. Noise cancel again here. Having two machines on at the same time is really tough to make videos, I'm telling you. Multi-frequency right here. At least I'm getting something there, right? I'll go to 5 kilohertz and just slaughter this thing. Go to 40 kilohertz. Not hitting it very good. But watch what it does with this gold. Slaughters it in 40 kilohertz, man. Just banging it tough. Look at that. Now I'll go to Park 2. 40 kilohertz. Still getting it. It sounds like foil, but you want to dig that foil up next to the fences. There's a lot of foil next to the fences, but there's also a lot of jewelry and rings, man. I found 2 rings around this fence here in the last year. Now I'll go to field mode. Multi-frequency right here. Banging that thing like there's no tomorrow. Watch. I'm getting a solid tone there. Now I'll go to the silver ring. And I can only hit it on the edge of my coil, because if I get too close to that fence there, it nulls it out because I'm hitting the iron. I'll take the iron out, watch. Not even hitting it. Directly above the coil. It is right there. 4 inches deep, silver ring. Not even hitting it, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what detector you have. That's what I'm saying, man. These new detectors, there's not much difference between them. It's just you got to know the settings. You got to know what frequency, what mode. Now watch this. I'll put it in 5 kilohertz and it'll just slaughter this thing. I'll turn the iron on so you know there's iron there. It's not doing very good in 5 kilohertz frequency for some reason. But I'll put it in I'll put it in field 2 and go to multi-frequency right here. Getting a lot of pulsing on a lot of stuff. See, there's just a lot of pulsing here on the fence there. A lot of mineralization in the soil there. So it doesn't really matter, man. It's mostly luck anyway, getting this stuff around here. I've come by this fence here at least 100 times, and every time I get some jewelry, man. These places are loaded with jewelry, man. I'm telling you, the last few weeks I've been getting a lot of jewelry next to these basketball courts with my small coils, the Amphibio, the Simplex. I haven't really used a lot the last couple weeks since I've had the Equinox. But I've been trying to test this machine out here, and it's super sensitive on gold, man, and 40 kilohertz, just deadly, man. But I'm just waiting for my first gold ring with the Equinox, and I'm waiting for my first silver dime. I've only gotten 1 silver coin with this machine here, and it was a silver war nickel in some beds underneath some bushes at a school. But just keep on going, man. Dig that foil up next to the fence, because those targets are iffy. Most of the targets that are going to be deeper next to these fences here, right up next to these fences, and that's where they're at, man. The rings roll, they fall off the person's hand and they roll, and they come through this fence here, and they drop right there. And most detectors, pretty much every detector with big coils, will not hit these coins, will not hit these rings right here. It's impossible. There's no way that bigger coils can get this close to fence here. You're just going to have a lot of problems with that fence interfering with your target. It just nulls it out, just totally rejects it, because you're hitting this big iron over here. Even it being this shallow, and this is pretty shallow, 4 inches deep, but I have these small coils on here. You want to get close to that fence, you can get those rings and that jewelry that other guys can't get with the bigger coils. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.